Hi everyone. Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Please like and share as a comment and let's wait for a few minutes so that others could join us. Like guys. And if you can hear me, please do let me know. Do let me know in the comment section if you can hear me guys. We're just waiting for the countdown of 1 minute and then we'll get started. Hello Abby, how are you? Happy Sunday. How far with your weekend? Right, so that's the 1 minute countdown. Just gonna do a quick. I feel like I haven't heard your voice in ages. I think was I live? Did I have a live stream yesterday? No, because I was working yesterday and I was really tired. So I was working my one Saturday in 6 weeks. So with my work, you have to work one Saturday every 6 weeks. So I was at work till I was meant to be an half 5 finish, but I finished about 5 o'clock. And immediately I got home, I just went straight to bed. I was knackered. So yeah, I was working yesterday, super knackered. I think I went to bed about 7 o'clock. Yeah, I was that tired. Abby said, just seeing your hair properly. So nice. Thank you, Abby. It's like a wee pinkish purple. So let's get straight to this the video. A quick introduction to those of you who are new or who might be joining me. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as that mom of five. Yes, that mom of five, and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you, Habi. So today's video was actually brought on by a video that I saw on YouTube today by Aisha Yusuf. So we are both going to listen to what she has to say. She had that video on her channel, and I'm hoping that she will not strike my channel for playing this as video. So permission, Aisha Yusuf, in case you come across this video, I'm just using this for education, like to educate some of our Nigerian people who are in the abroad and those who are planning on traveling abroad at some point. So I've always said here on my channel, um, I've been in UK since 2004. Yes, it was 2004. Actually, 2005. Yes, I came into the UK in the year 2005, February 2005 to be precise. So you can do the maths, which means that I've been here for close to how many years now? Abby, what's that maths again? 2005, 10, 15, 20. So almost going on to 19 years that I've been in this country. Okay, and I can tell, and I believe that if you're looking for first-hand information about living in the UK, I believe I can give you that information. I believe I can give you that information. I can advise you rightly. Okay. So with that being said, Aisha did a video about obviously 19. Thank you, Abby. So it's actually 19 years. So I came in February. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So 19 years and 9 months that I've been in this country. So by next year, February, it's going to be 20 years I've been in Scotland. Okay. So I believe I have like in depth, I believe that I have the qualification, if you want to call it that way, to be able to tell you guys more about living abroad. And as a mom, as a wife, name it, and someone with children, I believe I can give you more information. So what brought on about this live stream this evening? There's been a lot of for me, I've had, maybe if I look back at the people that I've met in Scotland that have passed away this year alone, two people who are close to me passed away. One of them very close to me, very close to me, and it was not because she passed away because she was overworking. No, she was sick and she passed away. Last year, I know a few who passed away. I don't know them personally, but I know them in passing by, and they passed away, and their family are having to, go on to GoFundMe, going on to Facebook, WhatsApp group messages, asking families to, I mean, asking friends and family to donate money for them so they could, give them a befitting burial. At least in the past 4 years, I've known at least nothing less than 10 Nigerians who have actually passed away from one thing or the other. So why am I saying this? Aisha Yusuf came around to say, you know what, you have no use to anybody, either back home in Nigeria, if you end up dead, because if you're in the grave, you can't send money back home. What she was practically saying is that she was in Scotland maybe sometimes this year, and she met people who are overworking, like people who are overworking, and a few of the people she met, they were Nigerians. So our message was basically for Nigerians abroad who are working, like overworking. Then you make this money, and what, just because you want to give somebody money in Nigeria, just because you want to, you know, help people, but then you are not actually looking after yourself. In the UK, there was a time, as it is, I worked at 7.5 hours a week. And when I feel like I have the strength, I would do an overtime, maybe do another extra 10 hours or do an extra 20 hours. And at times, my finish time might be 5:30, and then they will managers would ask, "Was anybody volunteering to wait till 8 o'clock?" At times, I do that every time because it's just an extra 3 hours, right? But I don't understand some Nigerians who work two jobs, three jobs. I would rather work one full-time job than do three times three part-time jobs, because we're going to be traveling to multiple workplaces. That stress alone, especially if you don't drive. So why work three part-time jobs when you can actually do one full-time job? Okay, and you get all of your hours, because even though both people themselves, hardly would you see any of them doing multiple jobs. Hardly would you see any Oyinbo person doing more than two jobs or more than one jobs. They some of them do their full time, they do a bit of overtime here and there, and then that's them sorted. At my work, there are some girls who said to me that, Wemi, they would never ask me to do overtime because they know I don't do overtime. They know I don't do extra shifts. So that's them. They just want to do their hours in the week, and that's them done. Overtime or whatever, they're not interested. So with that being said, it's just that Nigerians, I know majority of us have families back home abroad. I mean, I think about 4 or 5 Sundays ago, I was in church, and one of the sisters came back. She just recently came back from Nigeria, and she gave a testimony. I was surprised at her testimony. And you guys were wondering, like, why are you surprised? Her testimony was that, oh, she thanked God that she went to Nigeria and she came back safely, and that we people at Nigerians abroad should try and help people back home in Nigeria, that people back home in Nigeria are suffering, that people back home in Nigeria are suffering, that no matter how small it is, try and help them, try and support them. Because when she went back home, things was this, that, that, And I was like, okay, it's not that people are not willing to give, but you give people back home and they make it sound as if what you've given them is nothing. They're entitled to your money. And I'm going to cite an example and then we'll listen to what Aisha has to say. So a few weeks ago, I sent money to somebody very dear to me. I was just like, oh, I've got extra money this month. No, not this month, a couple of months ago, that, oh, I've got like extra money, because I think that month I made a lot of money on YouTube. Like, I made a lot of money on YouTube. I was like, oh, I've got extra money. Let me try and send money to a few people that I know. So I sent about 40,000 naira to this person via their account. And then they now, so that this person does not have my number. That Abby said the entitlement is serious, absolutely serious. So this person does not have my number, and I have my personal reasons for blocking them off. Okay, so they now sent a message to my sister to say, "Oh, help me thank." They should that my sister should thank me that they received the money, blah 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 blah. And my sister forwarded me the prayer they sent, obviously because I sent 40,000 naira. So less than a week after I sent that money, this same person sent my sister another message saying that my sister should forward that message to me, that they needed to pay their child's school fees of 160,000 naira, that if I could send 160,000 naira to them. My sister said she will almost, my dad was my youngest sister, because I've got two younger sisters, so the youngest one. She was like, she almost forwarded that message to me because she did not read it, but she almost forwarded it to me. But then one thing was like, oh, before you forward this message to this sister, read it first. And only for her to read it, and she saw that that person was asking for money, 160,000 naira. And this my sister now called me and say, sis, is this person here? Please don't unblock the person though. Make sure that person remain in your blocked number. Because how can that I was actually talking to that person, that how can this person whom, yeah, obviously you did not ask her before she gave you money. She sent money to you. Not less than a week that she sent you 40,000 naira. You're already sending a message that she should send you 160,000 naira because you want to pay for your child's school fees. And then I said to my sister that God saved you that he did not forward that message to me, because if you had forwarded it to me, even you that you are the intermediary, I will block you as well. So with that being said, you give people some money, but even out of your own money, out of your own pocket that you are giving to you, they don't appreciate it. And what people in Nigeria, some people you don't understand in Nigeria is the fact that somebody who is abroad, let me take for myself as an example, for the fact that I'm abroad, if I don't work, if I don't have a job, if I don't go to work, if I don't go, like, if I don't work, there's no way I'm going to give you a penny. If I've not sorted my household, I'm not going to remember that I want to give you, any family or any extended family, anything. And you all need to understand that, in as much as everybody has to go to work here and they're abroad, the weather here, people go to work in the summer. When it's, well, obviously this year we've not had a better summer, but people go out to work in the summer. At least summer, as a Nigerian, we are used to the hot weather, right? But winter period, winter, people go to work, and people who work in warehouses, who work in maybe cold rooms, I pity them because it's freezing cold. And especially if you don't have a car, you'll have to wait at bus stops in winter. And me, I know of these experiences because before I was driving, I used to go to work very early in the morning. At times I leave home at 4:30 in the morning so I can catch my bus, so I'll get to my place of work very early. But obviously I drive now, which is good. But for people who don't drive, you can imagine them going to work at winter. They'll have to leave home very early in the morning because all these bus drivers, they at times they arrive late, or they don't arrive at all, or they arrive earlier than the time they're supposed to arrive according to the timetable, which means that you're at the bus stop waiting and you'll be forced to have to take a taxi. So people in Nigeria, some people in Nigeria actually need to understand that this family you have abroad, they are not plucking money on the trees. They are not plucking money on the trees. And if they are abroad and they are working, they've got their own lives as well. Some want to buy houses. Some want to build houses in Nigeria. Some want to come on holiday to come see their families. But if you are constantly on their neck, asking them for money, I want to pay school fees, I want you to help me pay rent, I want you to help me do this, how do you think that they'll be able to save money for themselves if they need be? Or how do you expect them to save money for themselves if all they are doing is helping people back home in Nigeria? I used to say that people in back home in Nigeria are lucky because you can easily go to Mama Lagbaja or Brother Lagbaja to borrow you money. Here in the abroad, who wants to borrow you money? Who wants to borrow you money? If you go to meet one guy that he thinks is doing well, that he should borrow you money, the man will tell you that if your back no touch ground, you know they borrow you any money. Only even if you want to borrow money, oh, just because you want to borrow money, the person will tell you that you're back for ground before I borrow you money. And who do you even want to go and borrow money from? They will tell you they don't have. Some people are lucky that they have credit cards. Some people are lucky that they'll be able to take maybe loans from their banks. But then, if they are taking loans and all they are using it to do is to help you in Nigeria, how then do you expect that they will pay that money back? I'll be saying nothing concerned them, concerned. Exactly. So hence why I love the fact that Aisha Yusuf came out with that video saying that you have no use, oh, if you end up in the grave because you are sending money to somebody in Africa. Because at the end of that person in Africa, in fact, let us listen to what Aisha had to say. And I want us to listen carefully because it's very, very important. And also, before we listen to that, there's a story of a lady who was a lawyer, who was a lawyer in Nigeria, and she came to the UK with her husband. What happened to her? She passed away while she was at a client's house. So let me read that. Let me quickly read that to you. Chidinma Ezenyili, a Nigerian carer living in the United Kingdom, has reportedly died while on duty. According to a report, Ezenyili slumped while catering to her client, an 86-year-old employer in an English town. So they said that she was, she was fine. Nothing was wrong with her. Even though they said she has been feeling sick for a few days, but she felt, oh, she can't let down that client, that she needs to go and provide home services. It was mentioned that this lady was a lawyer, was a practicing lawyer before she left Nigeria to come to the UK. And what happened? She slumped in the house of the carer that she went to go and get to. She passed out and died in the house of the person she went to go and give care to. So I don't know her circumstances, if she was working full time or something, but I need you to understand that you don't want to kill yourself working overtime. And I think some of us, when we work overtime, you are doing it because you want to be among the Gucci gang, or because you want to hold a mortgage. Come, not be everybody when they live abroad go get mortgage. Oh. Not be everybody, not everyone living in the abroad will have a mortgage. Because at the end of the day, you will realize that you are actually, if you are renting, you realize that you are paying less while renting than people who have a mortgage. Because at the end of the day, if you miss a few payments on your mortgage, the bank will collect your house. They will repossess your house. Some people, they want to wear designer. Some people, they want to keep going on holidays just because their friends are going on. But do you know what your other friends are involved in? Do you know what they do to get money? You are just picking shifts and doing your 7.5 hours a week. You want to go and be working with people that you're not sure of what they do. Like, work and live according to your means. Okay? I see some people looking at them like they are renting, and they are going to buy a brand new car, paying cash. Yes, I know of a lady. We used to live in the same area before. She went to go and buy a Qashqai, I think 2013 plate. She dropped a message on Facebook saying, "Oh, this one no be finance, so now all cash down." And when I went to go and type the registration number of her car, obviously you can check the amount, the cost of somebody's car. If you have the registration number, just go onto Google, type in the make or the model of the car, or just type in the registration number of the car. It will tell you how much that car is being sold for. And for her, she put it on her post that she paid £17,000 to buy that car. And she said it was cash. And I just sat down that you are renting a two-bedroom flat and you have cash. You went to go and buy a car. Cash. Cash down to go and buy a car. I don't want to talk too much. Let's hear what Aisha Yusuf had to say in this video. And I think all of us will learn from what she had to say because she was really, really, down to earth with it. It's about 10 minutes long.
This message that I have today is actually for Nigerians in diaspora.
Hello, watch it.
Over 40% of my viewers are Nigerians in diaspora, and I appreciate every one of you. I get people who tell me that every day I post it. My channel is on notification, and they always get it. The watch.
Please like the live stream.
I sincerely appreciate every one of you. I have this message particularly for you. And just now I was reading of a young person in UK that collapsed, a Nigerian in UK that collapsed at the warehouse where he was working.
There's plenty stories like this of people collapsing at work, and you even hear some people that shocking that they're not even registered with a GP. They are not registered with a GP. God forbid anything happens to them. If you don't have a medical record, they are the type of people that will go to A&E. They will not find anything in regards to their health record, and to treat them will be difficult. There's plenty of them, people that work in warehouses. And the people that work in warehouses, it's not an easy job. I've never worked in warehouse, but I know people who have worked in warehouses before. It's not an easy job.
And he died. And they're looking for GoFundMe to be able to bring him home to bury.
And with that being said, you heard that this person passed away, slumped at work, and that person died, and they set up GoFundMe. I think I need to drum this. And Abby was one of the people who actually convinced me enough to put this in place for myself. If you are a Nigerian abroad, either you have families or you don't have families, please put in a life insurance for yourself. Put in a life insurance for yourself, because like I said, those of the people that I know in Scotland that have passed away, apart from my friend who passed away when she was sick, they were doing fine. She and her husband are doing great. They didn't even have to solicit for money to lay her to rest because they were okay. But as a group of friends, we came together to do something for her. All the other deaths that I know, of people that I know, their families have all come out for GoFundMe, for people to go, to crowdfund for them so they could buy casket, they could bury them. I think it's high time, and I have to be honest with you. No, it's not as if maybe you are wishing or you are hoping that you're going to die soon. No. It's in case that, God forbid, you pass out or you die at some point, that life insurance is there for you. People who know you or your family will be able to get that money, give you a proper befitting burial, and whatever is left of that money will go to your family. And if you have children and you are living in the abroad, please go and put in a life insurance for yourself. I have not been paid anyway. I don't have any company I'm going to recommend to you. But if any of you is interested in knowing which one I have for myself, DM me and I will tell you the company that I have my life insurance with. So Nigerians, I did not have a life insurance in place. Maybe in the past day, I did not have any insurance. I only put one in place a few weeks ago. And it's not expensive. And it's not because maybe I could not afford it. I was not just, maybe I'm the kind of person that I've not accepted the fact that at some point we are all going to die. Yeah, that's the only thing. I've not accepted that fact that we are going to die. I've not accepted it because I still believe that God can change things. That okay, well, death will do away with death. So please, if you're in Nigeria watching me and you are in the abroad, life insurance is important. Go and put one in place so that God, when you grow older, to the age that God said you will grow older, so that your family will have money to fall back on, so that they will be able to bury you and they will not be the one that will be going to set up GoFundMe so that friends around you will donate money for you. Abby said GP is another issue. They have a backlog and many people can't get on. Exactly. You know what? For her, even me here, it's still a struggle, but I found that some people don't mind going maybe a few miles away from where they live to register with a GP. So maybe some of us are looking for one that's maybe 5 minutes closer to us. But if you're waiting for that, you might not get one. So I've seen some people maybe they don't mind driving 20 minutes or 30 minutes away to their next GP surgery. At least make sure you have a GP surgery. And that being said, even in Nigeria, I know it's not easy, but for as little as 5,000 naira, you can get life insurance. Exactly. Exactly. You guys read that. If you are even in Nigeria, you heard that bit that even as 5,000 naira a month, you can get life insurance. I mean, me, the one I have here in the UK is like, no, is what do they call it now? It's like everything. I think I'm paying less than £40 a month. Less than £40 a month. So please put a life insurance in place. Let's keep listening to Aisha.
In the last few months, there have been quite a number of deaths of Nigerians in diaspora. And this is the message I have. But before I even go into the message that I have, I want to say something about a time when I was in the UK. I think that was this year, around during the summertime. I was in Scotland. And so
Aisha came to Scotland and I did not see her and I did not hear about it. Maybe that was when I was on holiday. She said in summer. Like the live stream, guys. Please like the live stream.
knowing how Scotland is, by 3 a.m., the sun is shining.
Yeah.
And I use those moments sometimes to go for my walk. I walk 10 kilometers every day. And so I will use that moment to just quickly instead of sleeping. I normally don't sleep early, so let me just finish my walk and then I'll come and sleep. Most times in those walk, the people that I see who are either like returning back from work or going to work are black people. And I don't have any study done. I don't have anything to be able to collaborate what I'm saying there. I'll just tell you what I saw. So these black people, and most of them looked like people who had emigrated.
What you said is true. It's about time people in diaspora took some things as life insurance serious. Some even travel without travel insurance. Please, people, wake up. See, even me, that holiday that I went to Turkey, I took out travel insurance. I've seen some people who don't. I took out everything, even though it was all inclusive. I still made sure that I took it out because God forbid anything could happen. So I think it's high time Nigerians, yeah, mostly our Nigerian people, we need to start putting something like that into place because there's so many. If I tell you guys so many links of GoFundMe that I've received, even people that I don't know, but obviously because obviously maybe I'm on their friend list or because we have a mutual friend, they've sent me lots of like GoFundMe. I'm like for how long? Let's keep listening.
What am I saying? Nigerians in diaspora, especially those that have gone, they either have jackpot or something. They are
working. Hi, Cindy.
Themselves to the grave.
Exactly, working.
You do matter. Your life matters.
Your life matters.
I know, yes, there's a need and a pressure from back home. People who are making demands of you, people who are families that are waiting, expectation. Everybody wants you to solve,
their problems.
And we've all been brought up to believe that we have to solve everybody's problem. The money that you have, yes, it's not for you alone. Everybody.
Yes, we have been brought up to solve everybody's problem, but nowadays it is not a must to solve everybody's problem. Me that I'm sitting down here, if any of my family member want to tight rope around my neck, I will shout on it blocking. I was just telling you guys a story of where someone was advising me that come, yes, it's true that your parents gave birth to 5 of you, and you all are 5 branches. I mean, you are 3 on your own. So me being a tree, I have people that are dependent on me, and those are my branches. So you need to make sure that your branches are well sorted. And if you have extra, that is when you should remember your parents. And if out of that extra, once you've remembered your parents and you know that you already have your saving to a side, with that being said, me sitting down here, you guys go and check how much they are paying to salary, they are paying to nurse for nurse. Hello, Hoj. Hello, Perra. How are you? Hello, Cindy. As a nurse, it's easy. Just Google how much do nurses, band 5 nurses get paid every year. Go and check. I'm not even earning up to £35,000 per annum. But when I get my salary every month, I will close my eyes like this to transfer £500 into my savings account. Me sitting down here, I save £500 every month. In a year, calculate how much that is. And I'm proud because even though I've got all of those bills that's coming out, I still save. I save £500. I close my eyes like this, save £500, and I move it out of my salary. That £500, nothing will touch it. Nothing will touch it. And for me saving that money, I'll make sure that I put that money to the side, and whatever I've got left, I've already calculated. I'm going to pay all of my bills. everything that needs to sorted. I've already calculated my mom, my dad, feeding money for them. And if anybody within me, around me now say, oh, they need something, I will look at what is left after I've paid all of my bills, eh? To be sure that okay, oh, maybe I have another extra £100 left. Okay, let me then maybe £20. Not now that pound has risen, it favors us in a way. But then if you're not keep coming back, like that person, sorry that I shared to you guys that I sent that person 40,000 naira in less than a week. He was already sending my sister to me that my sister should tell me to send him 160,000 that he wants to pay for his daughter's school fees. I was like, eh. So me that I send you money now, I am guilty of sending you money. Maybe I should have come onto YouTube and do 40,000 naira giveaway instead. And that week when that time when I sent that money was when I did the 10,000 naira that I did for 12 people. Then that was when I did that money. I sent him 40k. Less than a week, he sent my sister to me that, oh, can you forward this message to Dupe because they know me as Dupe. That can you send this 40,000? Can you send this message to her that I need to pay my daughter's school fees 160,000 naira? And my youngest sister was like, she said she almost forwarded the message to me without reading it. But one thing just say, read this message before you forward it. And she now realized that the person was asking for money. And she was like, and please, oh, that person, make sure that person remain in your blocked comments. Can you imagine? 40,000 naira I sent to, and the person's asking me for 160,000. Like, say, eh? Let's keep listening to Aisha. Like I said, you have to, if people are working here and they have to keep sending money for you back home in Nigeria, how like they have to care for themselves as well. They will have to buy food, pay bills, buy clothes. Maybe they want to come visit their parents. They will have to save to buy tickets. And what if this person also wants to have a home in Nigeria? How will they be able to do that? If all they keep doing is sending money, keep sending money, sending money, and with that, you will not look after yourself. Some people, you see them eating just bread and coke, and I'll be wondering, why are you eating bread and coke? Eat good food. Years ago, I used to deprive myself of eating good food, but now, if I feel like it, I will go to African shop, I'll buy correct snail, use it in pepper sauce, eat it till I am full. In fact, me and my husband will be like, how many snail is there? Is it 8? I will eat 5, you will eat 3 because I'm the one that cooked. And my husband like, why? Eat good food. Don't say because you want to send money to some people who are broke. Because at the end of the day, some people, with the money you are still sending to them, they will not hesitate to take your photo to Babalawo to go and do medicine so that you keep sending money to them. So you guys need to be very, very careful. You guys need to be very, very careful. Anytime you see me talking about something here, I have had experience of it. If you hear me say something on this channel, either through a live stream, I have had an experience of it. You just heard me talk about somebody taking your picture to Babalawo so that you could keep giving them money. I have had experience. Let's keep listening.
Was out of it all, and but there's a saying that you cannot help the poor by being poor yourself. And I also want to add, you cannot help the poor by being in the grave.
Exactly.
Most of you are working yourselves to the
death.
grave. Let me repeat, it needs to stop. The people that
it needs to stop. Stop working yourself to the grave. Stop working four jobs, 5 jobs. You see some people, they'll finish from one security shift to go and take another. Like, do you want to kill yourself? Of what use? And there is this kind of people that will not feed, they will not look after themselves. They will see their shoes, they will not be able to replace their shoes just because they are saving money to give to one family back home. Like, seriously? I'm glad that Aisha did this video. At least you hear she shared her own experience as well. We'll all hear it here.
Killing yourselves to work and get money for them. First of all, 99% of them do not appreciate you because they feel like you should do more. After all,
true. She said 99% of the people you are sending money to, they do not appreciate the fact that you are sending money to them. And you've just heard of my own example there. Somebody that I sent 40,000 naira to in less than a week is asking somebody to send me a message that I should send you 160,000 naira for child school fees. I beg, when you dey knack, you don't know say you go pay school fees.
Are in abroad and you are cutting money anyhow. Meanwhile, you are there, you have no savings, you have nothing. You're literally working to be able to maintain the people that are back home.
Please, like I said to you guys now, I tell you that me as I'm sitting down here, how much is my nursing salary? I save £500 every month. Yes, £500 every month. That is how much I save out of my salary. And I go still pay bills. I go still buy food for us. I go still want to do fine gear. I won't buy perfume. I won't buy makeup. I won't do my hair. And then I will still have to send something to my parents back at home. And then at the end of the month, I'm very, very intentional about my living right now. Especially when you have children, these are broke. Because at the end of the day, when you go broke, nobody in Nigeria will say, oh, let me send me your account number. Let me put something for you, because at the end of the day, how much are they going to send to you from Nigeria that wants to mean something to you here? Whatever amount they send you from Nigeria will not even buy you McDonald's. Talk of KFC. So you need to learn the habit of saving money and living according to your means, living within your budget. You will see some people, like I was saying, example of somebody that has cash. She went to go and buy car. Cash. This is my car that I'm driving now. I've been driving that car since 2014. It was almost new. We bought it from when that car was 6 months old. So that car already had a previous owner, and that previous owner bought that car from brand new and drove that car for 6 months. That was when we bought it from the dealer. So I've been driving that car since 2014. It's a 2013 plate. If you see that car, you would think maybe I've just driven it. I've just driven it out of a dealer. The car is neat. The car is neat. There's no way I drive that car to. People will like, this car, 13 plate. Why? Because the car is sturdy. It's a correct 7-seater car. It's sturdy and it was not cheap. Why fix it when it's not broken? Why change a car when it's not broken? I said my husband that until that car disappoints me by the roadside, I start it and it's not starting. That's when I will say, okay, it's time to change it. With that being said, I want another car. I want another car, but within me, am I ready to spend that money? Am I ready to start paying £500 every month because I want to go and get higher purchase? No, this one that I have is still serving me anywhere I go. It's still kicking. If I service that car and go on the motorway, the car is jumping, boom, 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 boom. The car is jumping away because now servicing twice a year, you know. And then somebody is the VAT. Let me not talk too much. Save your money. Save your money. And while you are working and saving your money, make sure you are looking after yourself. There's no point working 3, 4 jobs and you will not look after yourself. You want to drop dead? You want to drop dead? You will drop dead. Once you drop dead, how are you going to be of benefit to your parents or to your family or to those family that you want to keep giving money to? And at the end of the day, if anything happens to you, those family of yours, they will cry for 24 hours and they will forget you. They will cry for 24 hours and they will forget you. I'm telling you guys. I am telling you. Me that I'm sitting here, I have had my own fair share or experience of families that you're trying to do good for. Friends that you're trying to say, oh, I want to help them. I have had my own fair share experience. You think being abroad, 19 years is a joke. I have had my own fair share experience. And like I tell you, in abroad, there's opportunities. If you're in Nigerian abroad and you are focused about what you want, you are frugal. When I mean frugal, it's not as if you are depriving yourself of good food or you need to take a break or anything like that. Leave, do your 37.5 hours or 40 hours a week. There are some jobs, maybe it's like 60 hours. Do that job. But if you're now going to overwork yourself, because one brother said, I want to pay 3 years of rent, do you mind giving me money? See that brother, just buy that brother correct blocking. Give that brother correct blocking, because when you keep suffering yourself to go do all this work and you're not focused on bettering your own life, like, okay, you want to, maybe you have children. What are you putting aside for those children of yours? And you are busy catering for your extended family. What of the children you are bringing up? What are you actually putting down for them? So that when you are aged, how are you helping them to step on the property ladder? How are you helping them to maybe buy their own first car? How are you helping them to make sure that once they start adulting life, it will not be difficult for them the way you found it difficult? What are you doing as a parent? Instead, now, family matter, you are carrying everywhere. It is extended family school fees you want to be paying everywhere. This extended families, God forbid anything happens to you, they will not look at the side of your children. I'm telling you. Hello Vivi, how are you? Hi Dean. If I was under, it would benefit my. If I was under 6 feet, it would be God forbid for you, Dean. Why would it benefit your family? I guess this video is for you. You need to open your eyes and start, living for yourself, making money for yourself, not for one extended. No, I'm not saying you should not help people, I'm not saying you should not help. Like I've just said for my example, then now when I get my salary every month, see, immediately we get paid every last Saturday of the month. Once my salary hits my account straight away, I just transfer £500 into my fixed deposit account. Savings, it goes in there. Whatever is left there, I calculate my bill, I rent, council tax, food. I want to do fine game. Maybe there's a dress I saw I want to buy. I will need to target that one. Before, I used to deprive myself of buying myself clothes, shoes. But now, I'm working. If I'm working, why won't I be able to look after myself? I buy myself correct moisturizer, buy myself whatever I like. All of that budgeted as well. Food, okay, what do the kids need? What with food, electricity, car finance, road tax, petrol, servicing the car, all of those things. Make sure they are all budgeted for. And it is from whatever I have, then I will remember my parents. and I will sort my parents. And if after I've sort my parents, I believe I still have much more, and that much more that I have, I know that I will not lack. And then I will now remember if anybody has asked, oh, I might not give them everything. Maybe whatever I can afford, I will give to them. But no, and it's not a must. At the end of the day, it is not a must. I'm telling you guys. Hello, Vivi, how are you? Vivi said, I agree. Rest is very important. Striking a balance is very important. Life insurance is mandatory too. Exactly. Me that I'm sitting here, I've seen rumors on the show that how can a nurse be doing 5 live stream a day? Because I am the nurse. I am a nurse that knows my way. I am the nurse that know my way. If I feel like my normal hours a week is 37.5 hours, I do that, no problem. And if I feel like, oh, there's an overtime going on my day off in the week, or there's an overtime going on Saturday, and I know I don't have anything to do, I might decide to go and do that overtime because at the end of the day, the work I'm going in for is not stressful. That's why Nigerians, you need to better yourself. You need to better yourself when you come abroad. There's so many opportunities available in terms of career-wise, training-wise that you can do, so you don't find yourself working in unfavorable conditions. I almost caught my tongue there. Abby said, Dean, I beg, oh, take it easy. Exactly, Dean, please take it easy. Oh, take it easy. Oh. Know what? You are the only one who can live your life. Don't let anybody dictate or live your life for you. Put yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Absolutely. Absolutely. What you said, I know exactly what you mean. That is a very clear purpose. Let's keep listening to. I mean, for Aisha Yusufu, I'm sure she's a made woman herself. For her to come out with this video, I thought I've always talked about stuff like this myself on my channel, and I think for the fact that she's coming, this is somebody that is based in Nigeria, and I want to be like she's comfortable in Nigeria. For her to come out and share a video like this, Nigerians abroad, all of you need to open your eyes. I won't say it is Jackpa that brought me abroad. It is not Jackpa because we've always had plans that okay, my husband's always said that you know what, we are not going to live in Nigeria. And well, like I said, I left Nigeria in 2004. So even in 2004, Nigeria was not what it is today. So by the time I left, I won't say I'm Jackpa. I am a Jackpa person. No, it was not Jackpa that made me leave Nigeria. But for those of you who are actually leaving Nigeria to come here because of Jackpa, because of the conditions back at home, you need to know what you are doing. You need to know what you are doing. Don't let some family people kogbo si elakpo. Let's keep listening.
Nigeria, and yet it is not appreciated. If anything were to happen to you today, you often say, well, let's even leave death out of it. Maybe you came back to Nigeria or you've not really been able to amass something that people will think you should amass. Those same people that you have helped constantly are the ones that are coming to insult you and say, with all the opportunity he or she had, they never did anything.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, your money was the one that was used to pay school fees, take care of people, pay hospital bills, send feeding money. They will never understand. They will never remember.
No.
I saw a story where someone had put out a tweet and he said that this person was the one who was the breadwinner of the family, helping everybody and everyone. And then there was this change in the circumstances. I think he lost his job or his business. And his mother said to him, so all those years you did not save.
Why would the person save when the person was busy sending money back home to extended families? How would he save? Did you hear the example she gave there that the person that brought circumstances change? Maybe they lost their job and they were not able to support the family anymore. And the person's mother was like, so all these years that you've been working, you did not save. How would the person save? That's why if you're in Nigerian diaspora, be focused. Be focused. Live for your money. Okay? Live for your money. Save. Get into the habit of saving money, no matter how small it is. And for me, like I said now, that I save £500 every month, it might not be the same for everybody. You might not even save up to £500. Maybe it's £100 you can afford. Maybe it's £150 you can afford. Do it. Learn the habit of saving. And for the fact that you are saving, you are not saving for your family, but you are saving as God forbid, if you need something an emergency, you have money to fall back on. You have money to fall back. No lose guard. Exactly, Vivi. No lose guard. If that person's mother can be telling him that, oh, so all these years that you've been working, you did not save money. Meanwhile, this person has been the one paying for food, paying for school fees, paying for hospital bills, but because that person now lost their job, his mother was now asking him that, so what is it, you did not save money? So even if that person saved money, the mother is expecting that they say the money that person saved, they should bring the money and be spending it. Like, don't let Nigerian people, don't let family, extended family, kogbosi elakpo, that you be working like us here. And they'll be eating. What's that proverb that it is a horse that is walking and something is eating? Hello, Mary Sugar, how are you? So guys, and like I said, people are passing away. Like Nigerians abroad are passing away here. And like I told you guys, you need to see the amount of GoFundMe link in my Facebook inbox. GoFundMe, somebody passed away, the family are hosting money, they're looking for five friends to host them money so they could bury the person. Like, and it's not as if maybe this person was not working, oh, but then we will not die untimely deaths. Me, I'm advocating that if you're a Nigerian in diaspora, please set up a life insurance for yourself. Set up a life insurance for yourself. Me that I set up a life insurance for me, I will not die young, oh. My grandfather was 100 and something. My grandma, both my mother and my father's side, they were really, really aged. Really. My mother-in-law recently passed away last week. She passed away last week, and she passed away at the age of 90 something. So me, I will grow old. Old. I will not die young. So you putting in a life insurance for yourself does not mean you're going to die tomorrow. You're just putting should in case God says it's time, so that your family here will have something that will help them to make sure they give you a befitting burial, and they also will also benefit from it. But then in the meantime, while you are working, your health is important. You come first. Okay. If any family are back home in Nigeria double trouble you for money, give them blocking. There used to be a time whereby when somebody asked me for money, I used to get really offended. I'm like, why is this person? Especially if it's someone that maybe while I was growing up, they were nasty to me, or maybe I've maybe at some point while I was growing up, I've asked them for something, or they've not been helpful in my life, or they've not contributed positively into my life while I was growing. I would get offended because they are not they've not I mean they were asking me for money. Let me recommend. Vivi said, amen, we shall all grow old and be amen. That mighty name of the hello Akpayemi. Life insurance is a must to listen to this man. Thank you, Akpayemi. Thank you so much. So I will get offended when people ask me for money, especially people that I know that they've not contributed positively into my life, though I have known them all my lives. And my mom will like, just tell them you've heard. No, my dad will say, oh, just tell that person you've heard. And my mom will like, you know what? To save yourself trouble, to save yourself from saying you are avoiding this person, tell them you don't have. Tell the person you don't have. There's no need to be upset. There's no reason to be angry that they're asking you for money. If they're asking for money, this time that you're around that you asked me, what they below me, money plenty for my hand, I'm short this month, tell them you don't have. Than saying like my dad would say, tell them you've heard. If you're telling the person asking you for money that you've heard, that person will keep expecting. That person will keep expecting that you will give them money. But if you come straight, say, I'm sorry, I don't have. You've taken that person away from your back. What I'm trying to tell you, see me as I'm sitting down here, I come first, then my husband, then my children, then my parents, and any other person. So you will not see me solving an outsider. In fact, you will not see me sorting my parents first before I sort the people that matters to me. The people that I knew that are extended family that want to me blocking straight. I had to tell my younger sister that come if you misbehave anyhow, I'm blocking straight me. I can't shout because at the end of the day, before years ago when I said I've been here 19 years ago when I arrived in this country when things was hard, nobody was there for me. Nobody was saying, Dupe Wala abroad. Even the ones, family that I know, we were in the same city in this UK. When things was hard, when I just came into the UK, when things was hard, the same family and uncle that was in this UK did not reach out to me. My uncle, we were in the same city together in the UK when I newly arrived. And I think I was already in the UK for almost a year or two then. And things was hard. My parents knew because I was updating my parents that, this is hard, I think I want to come back to Nigeria, this, that, This, my uncle knew I was in the UK, we're in the same city, and he never reached out to me. Now, I am their favorite niece. Now, I am his favorite niece. And me, I still keep that arm stretched there that, no, no, no. And my dad will like, oh, you remember that abro me, that my abro that loves you so much when you were much younger. And me, I know with him that he never loved me while I was a young child. No. So, guys, anything I'm spewing here, I'm not spewing it out of hate. I'm spewing it because your life matters. And you all know here in the abroad, at my age here, if I tell you the age of some of my team leaders at work, they are not even half of my age. They are not half of my age, and they will pass instructions. When me go do that, when me go do this. But me, I know where I want. I know what my focus is. So you now come here If someone half your age is your manager and is telling you to go and do that, and then somebody abroad will now come and tell somebody in Nigeria come and tell you, say, hey, I want to buy this, that. You might can imagine at times in Nigeria, people are already eating, they are eating pepper soup. You know, they're in a book are eating pepper soup. While you are in there, bro, you are still thinking that what are you going to have for breakfast? At some point, guys, there's a story I'm going to share with you. And I will share that story once I speak to my husband about it. You know, when we're trying to build our first home in Nigeria, our experience of involving extended family in that process. I will speak to my husband. If he's happy for me to share that story, I will share it here. And it's going to be a live stream. We that we are here, we just woke up, we are wondering, what are we going to eat for breakfast? So they're already using our money to eat beer. First thing in the morning, you know, beer, catfish, pepper soup. Let's keep listening to this video. Abby said, go where you are wanted. Go there. You also don't have to be a certain age. Exactly, you don't have to be a certain age to have a life insurance. You know, I learned that, Abby, when I was setting my mind up. I learned that, and I'm super glad I did. You know, because at the end of the day, the money I'm paying towards life insurance and private healthcare insurance, I spend more than that a week doing nonsense, like spending it on something that I don't really need. At times I might just say, okay, I want to buy this perfume today. At times I'll be like, now I'm thinking, do I really need to buy this fragrance? Let me pass. So I'm being more focused on how I spend money. I'd rather spend money on something that I know that when I'm no longer here, my children will benefit from it. I get plenty picking. I get plenty picking. Vivi said family is the worst when it comes to money and investment. The very first. Me, I know what my siblings have said to me in regards to money. I know what they have said to me. And yes, we fall out all the time. Me, obviously, you guys say I'm a troublemaker. I'm a troublemaker. Yes, I don't go looking for trouble, but if you bring it to me, I will match your energy. See the way I am on here. That's the way I am with my siblings. I will listen to you, but if you're not going to listen to me, we will turn into bass. That's when we'll be hanging call on each other. I don't want to speak, or they will send me message. I will not reply them. I will read it, but I will not reply that message. That's how I give my siblings bass. Because at times that thing that I'm doing, I'm giving them bass for. When they decide not to listen to me, they now go ahead and do that thing, and the thing did not turn out the way they wanted. They will now be looking for ways to come to me, and they will not come to me directly. They will go through my mom or my dad. Mostly my mom, because they know that I can't say no to my mom. And at times they've tried to go through my dad, and I will give my dad bass as well. I will give my dad bass as well. And my dad would now say, it's only your mother you can listen to. I will go and report it to your mother. And my mom too, when my mom too come to speak to me, she will tread softly. She will bring me down. And me, I'll be like, Shebi, I told them not to do this, but they don't listen to me. They said, Shebi, me, I'm a mother, I'm young, Abby. So, guys, when I'm saying things about the life in abroad and things like this, I want you to listen to me carefully. I'm not saying it because I want people to know that I bring bass. No, like I said, I've been in this country for 19 years. I've seen a lot with this my eyes, and I have so many experiences I wish to share. But because of how the street of YT is nowadays, I really don't think I want to share. But this particular one about when you want to build back home in Nigeria, I will speak to my husband about it. If he is happy for me to share it, I will schedule a live stream and we'll talk about it. Let's keep listening to Aisha.
But what Mama forgot is that how
Exactly. Abby, by next year, February, it will be 20 years old. I think I need to host a party, 20 years in diaspora.
could he have saved anything when he was the one that carried the whole family? When people sat down and waited for him, did
Exactly.
nothing. The thing is this: if you don't help the people back home, they will help themselves.
Exactly.
They will find alternative. The day
Yes.
you die and enter the grave, guess what? They will look for some other person that they start asking and start billing.
Facts.
Yes, you might have that guilty feeling. Oh, if I'm not helping, I did.
See, at times when I turn people down, maybe they ask me for money and I tell them I say I don't have. I might not, I might feel guilty in a way, and I felt that way several times. Even somebody who is not even my relative, a friend I know, she wanted to buy something for her son, and I know she doesn't have a permanent residence yet, so she's not financially buoyant, and because I've heard how she goes about, trying to rip people off and stuff like that, I was like, no. So when she came to me, she's much more older than me. So when she came to me about that, at first I told her that I did not have any money, but I was like, oh, it's Christmas. For the fact that her son wanted a bike, that women, you need to do it. So she already asked me a week before to say, oh, please, that card that you said you have that you can use to buy at Argos, can I use it to buy a bicycle for my son? My son wants a bike for Christmas. And at some point, why I decided to say no was that this woman, you will see every party they hold in Glasgow, you will see her there. Any one bed that they do in Glasgow, you will see her there buying a shwebi, gold, buying everything. And I'll be wondering like, And Vivi said, I have a family friend that is an insurance broker, and he tells us how shockingly many Africans are abroad. And Vivi, see, I'll try and see if I can find a figure of how many Africans abroad that did not have. Abby said, but bicycle is not a priority. I'm sorry. You know what? Why are some plays football? So most times, if his friends are not able to pick him up, he will have to go jump on the bus and stuff like that. And he plays football when he goes for his training is quite far from home. So, but our son asked for bicycle for Christmas. And I was like, no, what? At first I said no, but the reason why I said no was because, like I said, this woman, every Owambe party in Glass, even the one that I did not go, I would see videos, fashion, clothes, everything. And I'm like, if you're able to afford all of these clothes and stuff, how are you not able to afford a bicycle as a Christmas present for your son? But then I was like, you know what? I would just do it because if that was my son, I would want to do something for them. So I said to her, I know what? I said to her, I know what? I've ordered that bicycle for your son. I asked her what kind of bicycle does your son wanted. So she sent me the picture. So I was going to order it so that she could go collect it. But I was like, you know what, there's no point. So I asked her how much did it cost. She said it was so that she saw it from Argos. So I gave her the money to buy. And I felt happy with myself that I did that because no, I was happy seeing my kids open up their Christmas presents. Since then, has she come back then after that time she asked me for money? Yes. And what did I say? I do not have. So Freda said life insurance, the moment you stop paying or miss a payment, they will take your money. I think saving it or investing it is somewhere is better. So for me, in as much as I have a life insurance, I still have my savings. Okay. That's why you have to be focused about what you want. My savings, no matter what I do, it has to come out of my pay every month. My life insurance, whatever, YouTube money can easily sort that for 6 months. The money I get from YouTube in a month can easily sort my life insurance and my whatever for 6 months. So like since I was collecting all this money from YouTube and I'm just using it to do whatever I like, why not put it into a purpose? And I'm happy I did. So you have to be consistent. You have to be focused on what you want. Know what you want. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this money, we are praying that we want to be 90 years old, 80 years old. I'm 41. In 40 years' time, do we know what the economy is going to be like? We don't know. So whatever the return of that life insurance might be for your family, there might even not be nothing. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It might not even be worth anything anymore. You can still have your savings and have your investment on the side. It should not stop you. You have to be what we are trying to say in essence is that there's no, you know what, even if you don't want to do any of that, make sure your health is in place. Care for yourself. I don't see why you are doing 520 jobs. Me sitting down here, I only do one employed job, which is my nursing job. I do one freelance job, which is more like self-employed, interpreting freelance translations. At times I could do it at home. At times I could drive to a location. And then I have multiple sides, business. I sell candles. I do other stuff that fetch me, and I do YouTube. So have your full-time job, do your full-time hours. There are other means, other opportunities you can use to make money. And because all these people that are doing multiple jobs, they don't even care about themselves. You all heard of the story that she made that this person slumped and passed away from the warehouse job. And the warehouse job, it is not small hours they do. They do up to 50 to 60 hours a month, a week. I know a girl that was doing it. A young girl that was doing it. I'm like, come, you want to die young? She had to stop the job. She was a postgraduate student. She came in on a postgraduate visa. She had 2 sons. She was doing warehouse job. I'm like, you, 2 children, and you are still studying warehouse job. You want to buy untimely. Let me recommend, and we'll listen to what she has to say again. Um, Abby said also a learning curve for the child. Mommy doesn't have right now. Maybe next year. Well, Abby, some of us are just Nigerian people, Nigerian children. Abby said, I don't think so, further. Why are you an adult and can't stick to a payment? Life insurance is in fact exactly, it's not £500, not at all, less than £40. I can assure that savings and investment in one absence that can be easily taken away by family. Absolutely. If you know how long the bank takes to give you more money, the next offering, it's never straightforward. I agree with you, Abby. Let's listen to so I'm trying to give all of this short narrative so that it's not as if we're just playing Aisha's video all the way. Okay.
This one, as much as you can, crush that guilty feeling. Don't walk your way to the grave. Many people have fallen into this trap. Yes, the jobs are by the hour. Every, what's it called now? Every overtime. Everybody that's not doing their work. Everybody, you're collecting. Body no be wood. It is true.
Body no be firewood oh. Body no be firewood. And in fact, I don't even know how people do all this second job. Thought at some point I was thinking of going to find a part-time job working in retail. Like I could easily apply for maybe a deputy manager or a team leader job in a supermarket. But then I was like, even supermarket job is hard. That you know what, in as much as I thought that I had enough hours or enough days that I could use to take a second job, I thought again, I'm like, no, I don't want to die young. What more am I looking for? Because on a normal day, my full-time job is enough for me.
Not wood. It is
Hello, Jaron, welcome.
your body, and you have to look after it.
So Abby said, Frida, to each their own, but I'm a living testimony of how these things works. Hence why I'm an advocate. Guys, I want you to read comments that Abby is dropping. Okay? I want you to read the comments, and it will benefit you a lot if you read our comments and listen to this video as well, because you will benefit as well from this video.
There's only one you in this world.
Yes,
you are an endangered species. And so therefore, you know what they do with endangered species? They give them privileged treatment. You have to give yourself privileged treatment. You have to put yourself and your health first. You have to learn to say no.
No.
It's no. No.
Vivi said, and another important for life insurance, guys, remember to put it in trust. Ask your insurance broker to guide you on how to do so. Not difficult. Exactly. And you will always have a personal advisor. Even after you've already done it, if there's something you're not sure about, they will give you their personal, like their direct email, direct number that you can phone them. If there's anything you're unsure, they will put you through. Hi, Jaron, they'll put you through. You know, with mine, it was like if I decide to do something that I can just text her. Mine is a female broker. I can just text her and then, she set things rolling for me. I never knew it was that easy.
Say it without any guilty feelings. Sometimes they will emotionally try to blackmail you. They will say also, stop it. One of the things.
Hello, Pistom, how are you?
That I've now said to people is that if God does not punish you for you not helping yourself, God will not punish me because I refuse to help you.
Oh.
You have to come to a place where you know this is what you give for charity.
Exactly.
If it
exactly, and I'm sure Abby has said something about what you have to come to yourself to know that this is what you give for charity and this is what you keep for yourself. See, Aisha is saying the same again. Abby said the banks can be awfully slow and inconsiderate when it comes down to it. Vivi said, putting your policies in trust ensures that the government doesn't take a percentage in tax. Yes, I remember my insurance broker was saying that to me. Yes, that's true. That's true, Vivi. Watch It said, instead of running around doing 3 to 5 jobs, take time, study towards us. Absolutely. You are right, Watch It. You are right. Absolutely right. There's a video I'm going to be doing as well about what I've learned living in the UK for 19 years. I'm going to try and film that story tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you about the things I've observed and my opinion based in regards to those things. So, yeah, as long as you are on the correct, or as long as you're on the type of visa, as long as you're in this country legally, there's many opportunities for you. Many opportunities for you. See, those people who are struggling is because they don't know their way. If you see anybody in Nigeria that's been in this country for a very long time, they did not go to school, they did not do any training, it's because they do not know their way, or they just don't care. Or because they just don't care. Abby said, if you're able to save, invest, have insurance, have a will, etc., just do if you have. Exactly.
To that level, leave it. Nigerians in Nigeria don't have sense.
They said Nigerians in Nigeria don't have sense. No baby talk am. Now Aisha Yusuf talk am. Say Nigerians in Nigeria, they no get. They no get. No wonder some people are they are misbehaving on this street of YT. Now it makes sense.
The amount of those people that don't have sense.
I think I need to watch more of this Aisha. So she's speaking fast, so she's speaking the truth.
You know, one of the reasons why we don't have sense, because we have people that will be billing. As long as we continue to bill people, we will not have sense. We will sit down, the hardship that is being caused, we will sit down and do nothing about it, because it's very easy to send text and say to somebody, my child is sick, my child is dying, and my wife is sick, my wife is dying, my husband is sick, my husband is dying. If not, it give us money. But when you ask them to,
me that I'm sitting down here, you know how many courses my work has put me through. I just finished a diabetes training. With that training now, if I decide to leave my workplace, I can apply for a band 6 to work in the community. But I don't fancy working in the community because if you are going to be treating diabetes patients, you'll be doing wound dressing. And for me, I can't stand wound. I can't stand wound dressing. But I've had to do that training because it's going to be of benefit to me at some point. Now, there's an MSc program that they've just advertised at work, but then MSc nursing in psychology. And I'm like, as a nurse, why do I want to go and do MSc in psychology? How would that benefit me? So I'm still contemplating if I want to apply for that MSc or not. And it's good because at the end of the day, they are going to be the one funding it. It is for 18 months. They will give me 1 day off when I have to go apply. I mean, when I have to go to uni for lectures. So there's a way that I'll still be paid my full wages every month. But then I'm going to be on that course which they are paying for, and I will still have a paid time for when I have to go for lectures, when I have to get study leave. I'm still going to get paid for it. So these are the types of opportunities that are available for you. So me, I'm still thinking, why like psychology? Like as a nurse, why do I want to go and study psychology? But then it is not about the psychology itself. It's about what that qualification will get. It's about where that qualification will get you to. If you know your way, if you know the way, if you know, you know. How do they talk that thing? If you know, you know. So those of you that are trying to know why a nurse like me is here on YouTube doing 5 live streams every day is because I am a nurse to sabi. I am a nurse to sabi. Yes, I sabi. That's why. Let me read comments. Abby said, please Nigerians, it's not everyday degree. Sometimes your career trajectory needs certification, internship. Absolutely. Take it from someone who pursued a PhD and is now stuck. I now have a master's of philosophy. Oh, Abby, maybe I should go and apply for that MSc psychology that they told me how to work. Oh. Because I'm like, what do I need psychology for? So you said you did a master's in physiology and 8 months out of a doctorate, but 4 years I realized there's so much more I could have done. Maybe because right now I'm like, I don't want to waste my time and start paying, but this course is something that is going to be paid for my work at my work, and I will still get my full pay every month. Like I'm still making my full salary, and I only have to go to work, one work, not 2 jobs, not 3 jobs, and I'm still going to make my full pay. Never wanted to be an academic, so why? Thank you. Yeah. So like guys, please, while you're on this live stream, make sure you are reading Abby's comment because she knows what she's saying and she knows what she's doing. And this is one of the people I'm super happy to have on my channel every time. Bridget said, please apply mental health and addiction workers pays. Really, Bridget? Because I'm thinking like, why would like me, I'm a recovery nurse, I'm a theater nurse, and then what would MSc in psychology do for me? So maybe once I go back to work on Tuesday, I'll tell them I want to do it. Because I'm just currently I'm on an aesthetic and something training. It's 9 weeks. No, it's 9 months, and I'm gonna have to do it via university. So that's the one I've just started now. So these are training that my work is giving, that my work is paying. And me, I'm taking it to develop myself because I want to be a band 8 as a nurse at some point. I want to be hello Zeno, beautiful Zeno, how are you? I want to be a band 8. So all of this training, I'm not doing it because it's not because it might not be useful for me. I'm doing it now because maybe in the next 2-3 years, I might see a job opportunity somewhere, and the pay might be triple fold of what I'm getting yearly. As I am now, I'm not in a rush to go above my band though, but I believe all this training that I'm doing, it will lead me there at some point. As Zeno said, Abby, let your head not swell. Swell low. Abby said, thank you, Mom of 5. So glad to have you in my corner. Thank you so much, Abby. Right, let's listen to Aisha.
Go to their government that have been wasting their money and ask for that help. They don't do it. So indirectly, you are also the problem of us here in diaspora.
She said indirectly, we Nigerians in diaspora are the problem of Nigerians in Nigeria. So let's listen to why she said that.
Of us here in Nigeria, those of you in diaspora, I've said it to many people in diaspora. This sending money anyhow, you have turned us into beggars with our hands, and we don't know how to stand and fight for ourselves and go there and get a nation that works for everybody. Some will say, well, we can't stop it. How do we stop it? We have to help people. Yes, you are helping them. You are killing them. And also,
exactly. I really want to share this story of when we wanted to build our first home in Nigeria. The thing our eyes saw. At that point, I said to my husband, like, if you want to commence on any building, either one of us has to be in Nigeria. We're not going through anybody anymore. Even if you are somebody that is building house for people in Nigeria. But one thing I'm going to give you, even though I've not shared that story, is this: do not, if you plan on building in Nigeria, do not involve any sibling, do not involve any family, do not involve any extended family. It's better you give that contract to somebody you don't know at all. It's better you give that contract or maybe building you your house or whatever to somebody you don't know at all than involving your family, because they did us shaggy. They showed us shaggy. We're pumping money, and they were using our money to do fine guy. They were using our money to eat ejaro and star, cold star every weekend. That time I almost went mad. But then I couldn't do anything because the person who was in charge was very, very close to us. Very, very close to us. Till tomorrow, I'm still mad. But then I had to get let go because God has even done many more for us. Um Bridget said we need black representation in this field, and you can have your private practice on the side once you are satisfied. All right, Bridget. Okay, since you say now, I will let my work know that I'll go and put my name down because they're going to fund 6 nurses. So actually my manager actually emailed me to say, "Well, I want to put you down for this." So I think I will reply an email and say, "Okay, I will do it." It's an 18-month course, so 18 months. Why not? Abby, why do you want to block Zeno? What did they happen with both of you? Hey, because we enabled their, yes, so Vivi, because we are the ones that enabled their entitlement, because they will ask for money, we will give them money. At times they will ask for 20,000 naira, some of us will give them 50,000 naira. That is to let them know that, so this person asked for 20, she gave me 50. She has money, oh, she has money. Abby said, you know what? There are so many niche aspects of medicine that I hear of time to time. Yes. Vivi said, don't involve family at all. At all. Get a professional, an engineer or contractor, a completely independent person with no connection. Absolutely, Vivi. That's the best way to go. Abby said, you just never know. Just need to know what you are doing and carve out a path. Yes. And don't go and be, there's no to go and be doing all these multiple jobs. Like those of you that do warehouse, I don't know how you do it though. I don't know how you do it. And I used to see a coach when I was a nursing student. I used to see a coach in Buchanan bus station, and they would see most of the people that I see getting on that coach. They are black people. Black people. It was later on that I realized that some warehouse jobs, they used to go to a very public place where they will pick up all of their staffs, and then they will drive them to the warehouse. There's a shipping yard. There's a shipping yard very close to where I live. One morning I was going to work and I tried to take another route. So that route, you will see all the members coming from, all the staff coming from that shipping dock. Most of them now black people. I saw at least 100. They were walking to they were walking to where they parked 2 long coaches. So I was wondering that, oh, yes, I know there's a shipping yard there, but why is there a lot of people coming out from that area? So they must have maybe like a warehouse actually where they ship or where they do stuff. I don't know where they do, but we have a shipping yard. In fact, if I stand by my window here, you will see the shipping yard where they build ships. And most of the people that I saw that morning getting on that coach were black people. Black people. And you all know Scotland is cold. Scotland is cold. If you've ever been in Scotland, Scotland is freezing cold. Let me recommend Abby said, okay, there's no other comment. So let's keep listening to Aisha.
Killing yourself and sending yourself to the grave. Let me repeat, this message is for my fellow brothers and sisters in the diaspora.
Listen, oh.
Don't walk yourself to the grave.
Don't walk yourself to the grave. Health is wealth. You come first. Don't let any extended family kogbo si elapo. Don't let any extended family put weed for your head. Don't walk yourself to the grave. Fend for yourself. As you are working, making money, make time to get checked. Make time to take care of yourself. If you don't have a GP, go and register at a GP. Stop walking like a horse. Okay? Stop walking like a horse. Take time off. There's no need. If you're not trying to live above your means, why the freaking hell do you need a 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs? Why? Oyinbo people where they live for this country, they know they work 5 jobs. They don't they work 2 jobs. Like I'm telling you, there are lots of people at my work who don't even do overtime. Overtime minimum is 3 hours. They tell you, no, I'm not staying. I finish 5 o'clock, and once it's 5 o'clock, I'm out of here. That's what they tell you. They don't, and they've been at that my work for maybe 3-4 years. They'll tell you, when me, I don't work part-time and I don't do overtime. Me, I'll do overtime if I feel like, oh, maybe I'm not working the next day and they are looking for people. So normally if I finish 5 o'clock and they want someone to stay till maybe 8 o'clock as an extra pair of staff, if I know I'm not working the following day, I will stay. About 3 weeks ago, that week, I think I worked almost 47 hours. That's because my working week is 37.5, but I stayed for overtime till 8 o'clock. And at times that week, that time we did not even we finished at 9 o'clock. At times when surgeries run late, recovery runs late as well. So I think twice during that time we did not finish until 9 o'clock. So by the time I calculate my overtime hours for that week and my working hour, it was 46 point something hours. And the following week, my body asked me for it. My body asked me for it. Right now, as I'm sitting with, as I'm talking to you, I was working yesterday, Saturday. They've listed all the overtimes on the board. I was just looking at it. I was looking at it. My body saying that, Wemi, put your name down. And my body was like, you better think about it before you put your name down. I did not put my name down. There's about almost 2 weeks worth of overtime on the board, and I did not put my name down. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'd rather, because it's getting to winter now. Yeah, when it gets to winter, there's going to be more overtime, more hours for you to do as extra that they will be advertising. But for me, I'm not doing any. I'd rather be in my bed because I'm often cold at work. I'm always cold at work. You know how theaters work. I am always cold. So rather than working, be in the cold, I'd rather be in my bed under my hot blankets. So I don't understand what you need 3 jobs for, or what you even need 2 jobs for. Work your full-time job. Don't live above your means. Don't let any extended family in Nigeria put you in Dagba. Don't let them send you to your early grave, because people in Nigeria, they are living fine. Okay? They are living fine. I'm telling you this. Let's keep listening.
Because you want to fulfill certain needs. When you die, life will continue. No.
Exactly. When you die, life will continue. Vivi said, I'm not a people pleaser, so I've never been one to send money up. Before, I used to do that, but now, when I know the kind of responsibility in my neck, my kids are growing older. Now, I used to be able to go to Primark and buy them trainers. I used to be able to go to Next and buy them trainers. If their shoe is not branded, if it's not Nike, if it is not Adidas, they will not collect it from me. Yes, if I'm buying my kids trainers, if it is not branded trainers, they will just be looking at it. The one I bought for my son from Dykeman, he did not wear it though. It is still in the box, in the bag that I handed to him, and that trainer was 60 something pound. He has not worn it for one day. Abby said, I had to block my nanny. I love her to bits, but I just couldn't. I send her salary every month, but she always wants more, so I blocked her. She can't contact me, but always gets her money. That's the best way to go. That's the best way to go. Don't let anybody pressure you for nothing. It's the truth. Because on a normal day, living and working abroad alone is that's pressure on its own. You now come and had one uncle Lagbaja, one brother Lagbaja said they want to pay their son's school fees, and they're asking like that one is still surprising me. Just because I remembered you, I tried to send you 40,000 naira. Less than a week, you're asking my sister to send a message to me asking for 160,000 naira to pay for your child's school fees. Like, really? um Mom of five, please permission to blog Zeno. Please don't blog Zeno. There's somebody calling me with a private number. I'm gonna mute you guys. I don't, maybe that person's trying to contribute. Well, let me hear what that person has to say. It's a private number, but the person is not speaking. Right, let's keep listening. Mom of five, please permit, please, I've been now. You can't blog Zeno. If you blog Zeno now, Zeno will come and carry war, meet me for DM. No, I can't give you that permission, no, Abby. I can't give you that permission, Abby. If I give you permission now, Zeno will carry work, come meet me for DM. So, Abby, I can't grant that permission. Let's keep listening to Aisha. It's almost done.
Nobody will cry for 24 hours without eating food. Even if they don't want to eat, they will be forced to eat because we say to the person, eat so that you have strength.
Guys, let me answer this call. I don't know that number. I don't want to. Right, let's keep listening.
Like my mom will always say, it is with strength though that you will cry. So eat. At a very young age, as a young mother or young wife, I thought about this thing. Oh. I said, nobody will cry for 24 hours with
No,
everything. So,
who will cry for 24 hours? In fact, this reminded me of that my friend I told you guys that we lost this year. We went to our wake keep. They were actually giving out food. I was surprised at the amount of people that collected the food. Yes. They so obviously they catered, they packed some food and stuff. I was surprised at the amount of people collecting food. I couldn't collect the food. I couldn't. That this person is young. They made food. I was actually upset. Like, who brought the idea that they should cater, that they should bring food? Why bring food? The person that passed away is a young woman, 45 years old, with 4 children below the age of 10. I mean, below the age of 12. They were giving out food. I did not collect though, and I actually sat in the car and I was thinking that, does this make sense? Why were they serving food? Though they were packed like takeaway food, but why were they giving out food? Yeah. So Abby said, I've had my current number since February and I don't give my number out unprovoked. Me see, people back, I don't even know. I think it's only my parents that have my direct number. My parents, my two younger sisters, one of my brother, my other brother doesn't have my number and does not have my number. It's one of the people that gave blocking. Zeno said, I've changed my number and deleted Facebook. So to contact me, you have really worked. My parents won't give you my number. My parents won't give you my number either. They won't give you my number. So my Facebook, any member that I see like this, so you have to send me a request first. If you find me, I block you straight away. I don't accept any maybe extended family. No, I don't accept their friend requests. I don't. Only my two sisters are on my phone and they are not really on Facebook. And nowadays I'm no longer on Facebook as I used to be on Facebook. So I'm mostly on Instagram, maybe a little bit on TikTok. In fact, one of them found me onto this to YouTube to come and drop comments. Immediately I saw the comment, I deleted it and I went to go and give that person correct warning that don't ever bring your Bambiala to my YouTube channel. And I blocked him again. Exactly. You should see how my dad begs me to talk to people. I ignore him too. He's learned not to give numbers out. He used to bother him. But especially my mom would not give anybody my number. My mom would not. My dad would still, with the way my dad would go about it, that person will know that my dad has my number, but is probably not wanting to give it out. My mom would just like, me any number dúpẹ́. Bóyá tó bá pè ìkan náà àbúrò ẹ̀ bóyá wà ní, my mom, no, she won't give out my number. And I think my sisters have learnt as well. They will not give anybody my number except maybe they speak to me first, and then if I ask them to, then they will. But or normally they know. I mean, I change number like yo. I've had one particular number for almost 12 years now. And the reason why I've not changed it is because with my all of my businesses is the same number I use for all of my business. So I don't want to lose contact. Hence why I'm still keeping that number, because that number is the one I've been giving you guys there. I've had it for 12 years, and it's because all of my candle businesses, all of my certification that I registered, it has that's the number it has on it. So hence why I've not changed it. Right, let's listen
I
to Aisha.
support myself first. It's not easy, I can tell you that.
Mm.
Getting to that mindset. Even myself, that's how I used to. My first business collapsed because family.
Yes, so
Oh, we've not eaten today. I will send the money. Oh, this. I will send. Guess what? The
business collapsed.
And when the business collapsed and I had nothing for over a year or two, I was sitting down like that. Nobody said to me,
Nobody sent you.
Aisha, how do we get that business back up?
For where?
It was only my husband that came and stayed. So when I started my second business and the demand started coming again, I minded myself.
Exactly. Zeno said, mine is the opposite. My mom will pious to the stem money and my dad don't even bother asking him.
I still didn't get enough sense until one day I found out that a cousin of mine was building houses. And
see, this are experience that she shared. It happens a lot. People that will be coming across you as Bambiela begging. Behind the camera, they are building houses, so they are buying land and they'll be coming to you to beg money. You'll be falling for you'll be giving them money. While you've not even dreamt of buying a land. But this person is asking you for money. And you just find out by surprise that they've built 2 or 3 houses while you are still there. You've not even dreamt of buying a land. This is somebody who is sharing our experience. And like I said, I have also experienced this similar thing as well. If you've not been up, you don't even have to be abroad to learn common sense, because all these things by the time it happened to me and my husband, we were just looking at each other like, seriously? Born and bred in Lagos. Lagos person do wayo for us. I couldn't believe it. Because you were pumping money into something, you were open that they will tell you that, oh, a property, a certain material is maybe 750,000 naira. And then you bring somebody else to bring a quote, and the person will give you a quote that is maybe like eight, like maybe like 45% lower than what they give you. And we will now ask them that, come, how come the roofing quotation you brought to us is 750,000 naira, and the other person brought exactly the same material, exactly the same thing that you are telling us, that person brought it as 450,000 naira. They will just turn it, that person who is your family will just turn it into rough. You think I want to dupe you? You think I want to eat your money? Okay, don't worry. Shebi, you say that the one you bring is 750,000 naira. Okay, we want to go for the one that says it's 450,000 naira because it's the same thing. It's the same material. Which market did you go to go and price your own? So many things like that. They will tell you that they need maybe 5,000 blocks. And then we'll have somebody else to come and give us quotation. The person will say, it's only 300 blocks we need. And somebody is telling you that you need 5,000 blocks. Like, before we started comparing quote like that, they've chopped our money. They've chopped our money. Because if you have to look back at the amount of money that people have eaten off us, we will have used that money as a dent to build two houses at the same time, because we're practically paying for double. When, let's say, when I say double, they will say you need 500 blocks when all you needed was 200 blocks, and we're paying for 500 blocks instead of 200 blocks. You guys understand? Up until a whole house was standing. So we're paying double when we only need one. And that was why I said that if we knew that we could have built two houses at the same time. Yeah, family, they taught us a real good lesson.
Yeah, yeah. As of that time, any millions, I don't have
I don't
millions.
have.
Solving problem, paying school fees. Even
Mm.
though I still pay the school fees now, but at a level that
Yeah.
it's not going to affect.
Yeah, you still continue your charitable work, and whatever charity you are doing, make sure that as you're carrying out that charity, you're not depriving yourself, you're not depriving your own family that you are raising, you're not depriving your children, you're not depriving yourself of good food, you know, go on holiday. This holiday that I went this year, do you know the last time I've ever been on holiday? Apart from the one that I went to Nigeria, I've not been on any day abroad. But this time this year, I'm like, no, I can't be working hard. I can't be doing all those things. I'm not be able to take a break for myself. Like, at this age, I said to myself that when I turn 40, I want to at least travel abroad. I want to travel internationally at least 3 times in a year. I want to start doing that. But so far, I've only been able to do one. As I'm now, I'm already planning on where I want to go in November. Maybe me and Abby will plan an holiday in November. I want to go on holiday. Like I said, I want to travel at least 3 times in a year because I'm working hard. I should be able to take the time off and pamper myself. Abby said, "What family did when my mom passed? God forbid, it's just not what it had been." Exactly.
Me, it's not going to affect my health. Because a lot of my brothers and sisters in diaspora, and even some here, they are doing it at a level that is
Affecting
their
them.
health. Why the diaspora one is different is that because there are so many hours that come on that temptation. Oh, I can earn $90 here. I can
Over
earn
time.
pounds here today. Let me do it. It's affecting a lot of people.
Yes, so.
And so that time when I saw that my cousin, I had to sit and say to myself, one day these people will abuse me and say, for all the opportunities she had and all the millions she made,
What?
she never did anything for herself.
For herself.
So I had to cut some of the expenses.
Exactly, because you are busy. They are coming to you asking for money when you could actually sit down and look at how much you have and do something for yourself. Buy land, even if you don't want to build. Buy land. Land appreciates. As your children grow older, you'll be able to give them something, and it's up to your children to decide if they want to build it or maybe resell it to be able to do something better. Plan for the future. Just don't stop spending your money on extended family who, at the end of the day, even for the fact that you are giving them, they'll still tell you are not giving them enough. They'll still tell you are not giving them enough. There was somebody that gave money that told me that, in fact, I did not even say that story well before I blocked the person. So, like I said, I sent the person 40,000 naira, and the person sent a message to my sister to say, "Oh, help me thank her, oh, blah 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 blah." So the person sent prayer to me, and I said, "Amen." Less than a week, the person sent me say, send a message to my sister to say, please tell her I want to pay 160,000 naira for school fees. And that my sister was like, "Oh, that let me read this message before I forward it," because she said she almost forwarded the message to me. She now read that that person was asking for 160,000 naira. So my sister now said she now questioned that person that, it's not up to a week that this girl gave you 40,000 naira. Oh. His response was like, did I ask her for money before she gave me money? I said, eh? Yeah, that was this guy's response to my sister. That did I ask her to give me money? My sister was like, okay, so it is now an offense now that because you did not ask her for money, she remembered you and gave you money. Now means that you can now give her a bill of 160,000 naira. Immediately my sister told me that. My sister was like, Auntie Tope, please, see, don't unblock him, oh. Don't just block him straight because this person I've already blocked him. That was why he's not able to reach out to me direct. So he always reach out to my sister or through my parents. I blocked him. My sister was like, Auntie Tope, please, don't unblock him, oh. Don't, you can imagine. He jejely sat down on his own. I wanted to do charity work because I felt I made more money on YouTube. I want to do charity work, and that week was the week I was doing the 120,000 naira giveaway on my channel. I hope you guys, some of you might remember, where I gave 12 people 10,000 naira because I had thought I had enough money for that month. I won't lie because business was good for me on YouTube and my side also my interpreting job business was good for me that month. So I had more, like I had extra. So I was like, okay, and it was not even the only one I reached out to. I reached out to other people out to YouTube to say that it's been a while I've given them money. Let me, So I did my charity mind. Me, charity. Charity is not in my diary, but I decided to carry charity clothes to wear. I said, I asked them, I said, oh, can you please let me get so person's account number? And maybe I should have learned because this same person, I sent money to his wife 2 years ago, just before Christmas. This person was saying to my parents that, eh, did I ask her for money? In fact, I have told my wife to return that money back to her. As at that time when the matter was hot, my mom did not let me know. My sisters did not even let me know. It was later that they told me. My head just didn't bang, 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 bang. So maybe I should have learned that somebody that you gave money to his wife, and he was saying that I should have asked my wife to send that money back. Why did I decide to come and do charity again and say, give me his account number? I am feeling charity. Let me do charity work. I sent 40,000 naira. And my sister said his response was, but this lady is not even up to a week that she gave you 40,000 naira. Now you are sending me text message to send to her to give you 160,000 naira to pay school fees. That his response was like, did I ask her for money before she sent me money? That was what he told my sister. I just laughed. I couldn't tell my husband. I could not tell my husband. Because these are the kind of things I would advise my husband against from doing. I will advise my husband against doing such. But I am the one caught doing it. I say, no wahala. I was a bit offended. But then in another way, I'm like, you know what? No matter what, me, I am still high up there. 1 naira, he will not get away from me. He will not get again from me. Let me read comments. Abby said money for school is what audacity, exactly. That she I asked her for money before she sent me money. Big game, you are laughing. That was a fact. My sister, the intermediary, that one was just laughing her head off. She was like, she be one that asks you for money, you won't give me. You tell me that I'm a big girl. I'm like, but you're into estate management now. Why should I be giving estate manager money? If you're making money, why should I be giving you money? That's my sister. She's into estate management. I'm like, you are making money. You are selling big houses. You are making money. Why should I not be giving you money? She was like, maybe you can't give me money. The person that you don't give money now, that does not even respect your money now. You see, that one it paid me. It paid me well, but I have learned. Abby said, Abby, I felt bad, and it troubled my sleep for so many days. It troubled my sleep for so many days. Big M saying, "Na me look for trouble." I agree. Na me look for trouble. I look for trouble. I don't go do for that kind of trouble again. Like, it no go happen again. Zeno said, the charity I do always put me in trouble. They will open bank on your head. You are just like my husband. He will do charity, and they open bank on top of his head. It's their bank. Big M said, Yankees they sleep, trouble go. Big M. Now so I go look for trouble. Where they sleep jejely. Younger they sleep, exactly. Younger they sleep. I go look for the trouble. So since then I have learned. Now I know. My 1 naira will not go to that person again. My 1 naira will not go to that person again. We are almost at the lasting part of Aisha, and then we round up, guys.
and also started building. And that was in 2007. I started my own building. I started building. You know something about helping people is that if you are climbing a tree and there are people pulling you down, you can never get to the top.
Never. You can't.
But if you shake off the people that are pulling you,
did you guys hear that of it? Say that if you are climbing up a tree and you have people that are pulling you from the bottom, you will never get to the top of that tree. But while you are climbing that tree, if there's anybody trying to hang up on you, shake them off, shake them by fire, shake them off by fire, let them be falling off you one by one so you can reach to the top of that tree. This is a correct advice and correct prayer point. Anybody that is pulling me down while I am climbing the tree to the top, Holy Ghost fire, shake them off, shake them off, shake them off. Prayer. Word of advice and prayer you should be praying.
Down. And you take yourself all the way to the top of the tree. You can put your hand down and
lift people up. Rather than you can lift people up while you're at the top, rather than allow them to drag you back down. This is a very, very good advice.
The top of the tree. Do you get? So you now lift many people to come and meet you at that top of the tree.
Yeah.
But if you continue, for those who allow themselves
to be dragged down
with all the little bits and whatever, guess what will happen?
You
all
fall.
Of
you fall yakata.
At the bottom of the tree.
Yes, so
let me repeat what I said earlier. You cannot help the poor
if you are in the grave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Aisha. I hope those of you on the streets that are watching me, you have listened. Some of you might found this message harsh and say, she's this, she's that. But like I'm saying to you, I believe I have been satisfied, or I believe I have the experience of life in the abroad to be able to tell you, Sheshede, you that you just arrived, or you just come, that this is the way to go about it. If you live according to your means, you'll be just fine. You will be just fine. Like me now, I've said to myself, and this was from an advice I was given years ago. As long as you have solved yourself, you've solved yourself, your family, your children, your household, that should be your priority. Your parents, this person said to me, your parents is not a must, though. But we know in African culture, we believe that it's the children that will have to look after their parents. And nowadays, people have been saying that parents that have plenty children, stop using your children as your pension. Because nowadays, like my parents had 5 of us, and my parents are already, retired. And me, I am my dad, I am my parents' pension. There's 5 of us. So out of that 5 of us, I don't even know how many of us that my parents are banking from. Okay? But I can tell you, my parents are banking from me every month. I'm not involved. I don't care about what my other siblings are doing for my mom, for my parents, but I am my dad and my mom's pension. They are banking from me every month. So when I get my pay, I close my eyes and do a transfer of £500 into a savings account, fixed savings account. And I've been so good with myself that when I've got that savings, I don't dip my hand in it. So at the end of the year, 5 times 12, you know how much that is? £6,000. I save that. I close eye and save it. And whatever I've got left, after I'll pull in all the money from YouTube, pull in the money from interpreting, pull in the money from my candle business, profit from there. And then I calculate my bills, all the bills, car insurance, road tax, servicing the car, buying food, look at what the children need and stuff like that. Solve that. And whatever I've got left, I will give to my parents. Whatever I've got left after I've given to my parents is what I'll be using to manage and maintain myself. Maybe I want to do fine girl. Maybe I want to eat Chinese this night, or I want to eat Domino's. I will do that. Or if I want to buy something for myself, I do that. With that being said, we still have investment too. Like, okay, we want to do something in Nigeria. We want to do this. We want to do that. And that money, when I do the yearly savings, when I get a big amount of money like that, I just use to do a big project. That's what me and my husband do. The money we save throughout the year, we put it together and we do a big project. The time that I'm remembering one extended brother, that time don't pass. I've learned the hard way. And that's why I don't do more than when I do my 37.5 hours a job, it's like 10 hours on your feet, 4 days a week. It's not easy. And then I'll now come and go and be looking for one second job. No. don't overwork yourself. Okay, don't overwork yourself. And here in the abroad, if you have some sort of qualification from when you leave Nigeria, when you come here, try and look for some certifications to do that will complement whatever career or education that you have from Nigeria, because it will benefit you a lot. I'm going to read comments and we'll round up. Abby said the rest is out of the goodness of your heart, not compulsory. Exactly. I Queen's Parade. I Mama Five. I've been a silent watcher on your channel. I have learned so much more here. Thank you. You're welcome, Queen's Parade. Thank you so much. Big M said no, your parents are not included. My parents are. I don't joke with my parents. I don't joke with them. So they are included in my own. They are, especially my mom. Ah, the thing where my mama high see for me, I was never a troublesome child though. In fact, out of my siblings, me, I be better picking. I did not wala my parents at all. But I don't joke with my parents. I don't. I need you to be my girl said I need you to be my financial. I am not a banker. I am not an expert in finance, but if you need a financial advice, I will advise you to speak to your bank. Abby said Sundays are definitely the best days on the year. I think we are going to bring important, livable, or reasonable, or maybe I don't even know how to put the word. I think we are going to bring life issues that in fact I think we're going to bring issues that people go through, that there's a possibility that at least out of 10 people 9 people are going through that phase. I think we will bring such topic here every Sunday, and if there's any topic like that, any of you watching me here that you want me to discuss or touch on, feel free to either DM me on my Instagram. My Instagram is the same handle of my channel. If there's any topic, any likable topics that you think that everybody will benefit from, that you want me to maybe bring my own aspect of living abroad into it, drop such comment for me. I mean, topics in my DM, or email me. My email is thatmom5@gmail.com. Send me email, and then I'll schedule a live stream. I think just like Abby said, I think I prefer topics like this on Sundays. Okay, the other ones I do during the week, I just do it so that my channel is not quiet. Just so there's still some drama going on my channel. So I think topics like this, I'm going to bring them maybe every Sunday. We'll talk about it so that people can chip in and learn, because nobody's an expert, nobody knows it, or we're all learning from one another. But when in the talks of living abroad, maybe raising children, living, work, how have you been able to live? Obviously you've not got your family here, but you got to live. All right. Abby said, yeah, it seems like coincidentally these topics fall on Sundays. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We're going to round up just now. Thanks so much for each and every one of you who have been here on my channel. And even as I shout to reset, none of you have super chatted me today. It be like say people from my channel, they don't like giving super chat. Why? Why? Yeah? Why is it that you people don't like giving super chat? Anyway, guys, I just thought that I should come here and reiterate what Aisha has said. That we reiterate what Aisha has said, that people should, that these are the things that is happening. She knows what she's saying, and I've just come here to that I can relate to what she has said, and we just have to, live for yourself. Live for yourself, okay? If you're allowing any extended family to cook, allowing any extended family to push you, they will just push you till you are 6 feet under. And at the end of the day, when you are away, they will move on to the next person, they will move on to another life. Okay. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for being the part of this live stream from the beginning. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Abby, for being a good moderator there, and for sharing your experience in the comment section. Yeah, I really, really appreciate you. And to every one of you who have watched my channel till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Why have you not subscribed? Okay, so before you go, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, like this live stream, subscribe, turn up the video, share, and I hope to catch up with you at some times tomorrow. We've got a very lovely topic I wanted to discuss tomorrow, and it's about why women who are divorced do better. Like, with the likes of Yul Edochie, Funke Akindele, after divorce, their style is just, why after divorce? I want to catch up with you tomorrow again. All right. Thank you so much, and have a blessed week tomorrow, and we'll be back again. Bye, everyone.